Okay, so I built this script to improve COD Mobile on low-end Mediatek devices, especially if you're running the game on a custom ROM. This is going to work pretty well. It's not needed to have root on your phone. So I'm going to launch that command. It's right here. And it starts the script. So first it does a backup of all your current settings. I mean, the settings that we're going to change, obviously, not the whole system. So it backs up the resolution and DPI, the sensitivity of the screen, the performance of the GPU, CPU settings, battery, and also some Wi-Fi settings that we're going to change. Now, in case something goes wrong with the script, we're going to have a way to restore it manually. But you don't need to do this manually, all right? The script already handles that. It's only in specific cases where the phone crashes while you're gaming, or the script just doesn't complete for some reason because you made a mistake or something. In that case, you will have that file right there. I can show you this one here. You can run this command in case something goes wrong, and it will restore all your settings. We're going to see an example later anyway. So now it takes us to the settings, the developer settings, to enable the disable hardware overlays. So that's done. We choose the resolution. We're going to go with half resolution on the screen, so that's 50%. And then it starts optimizing your system just for the game. It will close all other apps and everything, so have that in mind. Okay, so we're nearly there. After it completes this optimization, you can see here, it will actually start the game on the defined resolution there. So that's 540 by 1200. Now the game starts. I'm going to show you we can get some stable 90 FPS on this game with this phone. We're talking about a Mediatek Helio G96 phone, so it's very low end. There's worse, but well, it's not really a GPU or a CPU for gaming, especially not at 90 Hz, 90 FPS. But here you're gonna see we can do it. And bear in mind I'm recording the screen, so if you see some stuttering, that'll be because I'm running a lot of apps to record the screen, to show the FPS. Normally you won't do any of that. So it's stable, as you can see. Even though I'm recording the screen while I'm doing it, I still get around 90 FPS. You can see it doesn't stutter. Also the touch calibration is a lot better than stock. Okay, so you finish your gaming session, you're gonna close the game. You come back here, just press any key, and it will start restoring all your settings, okay? So this is automatically, you don't need to do anything else. So that's a good scenario. In case we get into a bad scenario where you end up with a bad resolution and the settings all mixed up, I'm gonna show you what we can do. All right, disable that again. That's done. And so the script finished correctly, you see? So no need to do anything else in this case. Now let's suppose we run the script again, but now we're going to stop it before it completes. And you're going to end up with a very bad resolution. I'm going to give you the worst case scenario. So let's let it do its backup. right, so everything's backed up. Now it's going to make that manual restore file so we can do it. In this case, I'm going to end the script abruptly, like uh, something normal or not normal would happen, like you close the terminal or the phone just restarts or you run out of battery. Then when you turn on your phone again, it's going to be all messed up. So that's the file we're going to need, okay? And that's the command we're going to run in this case. All right, let's do the whole flow again. Okay, let's do worst case scenario. Let's say you end up with 30% resolution, which is pretty impossible to use the screen. Okay. It's gonna launch the game at a very low resolution. There you go, 324 by 720. That's pretty bad. But you know, if you want performance, depends on the type of match you're gonna make. Now let's say we close the game and somehow the terminal closes itself. Like I will do just Control C. Okay, so as you can see, this is looking pretty bad and you can't even use the system normally like this, right? So we're gonna restore that backup file. We do sh and then we do the path for the file that contains all our settings backed up so we can restore. So that's SD card restore underscore codem dot. Okay, let me just take that recorder out of there. I need the dot. Okay, there it is. Dot sh. Okay, don't worry about all the text there. It's deleting all the settings we added. If you feel more comfortable after doing this, you can also reboot your phone. But pretty much is reverting everything the script changed. Again, guys, this is just needed if your terminal ends up and doesn't actually finish scripting as it should. There it is. Now we have the full resolution again. We have all our settings deleted. And that is only because you see the script didn't end here. We actually ended it manually on purpose just to show you guys. So run that command, SD card restore, and that's it.